Hi, Bryn Bowersock, Insight Strategist here today. I wanted to talk to you about how to prepare for when you receive your divorce decree or when your divorce is finalized. What do you do the day that you get that information? Well, hopefully you'll get a heads up, right? And you'll know that the divorce will be finalized, or you get that divorce decree via perhaps even email or phone call from your attorney. Um, those are the good ones, the good ways I would think that you'd want to receive that information, particularly, if you've had an amicable divorce, things just didn't work out and it's okay. Or, maybe your marriage you got married young and you guys realized that, you want each other to be happy, but it's just not with each other. And those situations hopefully you'd receive that information like it's all good, and you can choose to celebrate, whether it's out to dinner with some friends or maybe a massage, take a bath at night, whatever. That's good news. You now have your freedom and you can move on. And then there's the other spectrum of things where the divorce wasn't good, the marriage wasn't good, and you have to either show up in court to sign the decree, or you have to go to your attorney's office and sign the papers with your soon-to-be former partner there. And that's how it happened for me. It wasn't good. I have to say, though, that the positive part was that we did go through the divorce together over the phone. It was very hard to do, but I also thought, in retrospect, it was very important that we did it that way. So on my behalf, I had an alternative agenda to start to set boundaries and such with him and work on our communication, which was a big problem. But that day at my attorney's office, he was present, and it was very traumatic. So I had even talked to my attorney about, look, I'm going to be in the same room with him, and when everything's finalized, let me go first to my car. You stay with him so he doesn't happen to just be by my car or have another conversation or anything like that. So the whole fear and flight scenario was still very prevalent with me, and the traumatic of what we went through in the divorce, PFAs and such, it was still very, very relevant, and fear played a role, obviously. So my point to this is, before my divorce, I thought I would have a big party. Like, before the divorce was finalized, in my head, I was like, when this divorce is finalized, I want to have a big party. I want to thank everybody who supported me emotionally, mentally, physically, the 6 years of the divorce. Let's just have a big party. And then when that day came near, I realized that I'd love to have a celebration, but actuality was that, in reality, was that I would still have to co-parent with him. And I hadn't really settled in yet until I realized that, the divorce was coming near. So I didn't want to have a party. And I with parenting my children was really the priority at that then. So I have to say it was kind of a letdown, but I knew, at least that the divorce was finalized, and that was the most important part to it. So my thoughts for you in this video is that think about how you want that day to be for you. Is it with your friends? Is it by yourself? Do you want to schedule a call with somebody to just kind of go through what happened? It's a bunch of mixed emotions. I mean, you're thrilled and you're like, finally it's done, but at the same point you're like, wow, it's really done. There is finality here. And how you think you might respond might not actually be how you actually feel inside. It's a hard thing to predict. So be open, do some pre-planning if you want, celebrate big if you want, celebrate small if you want. I still think the whole bath and mask and glass of wine or something, whatever is a good idea too. So just beware that it could be different and for you given the circumstances that you have just gone through. And also to know that you just might be exhausted too. All right. Hope that was helpful. Take care. Bye-bye.